Well, it's time once again for what some call the greatest rivalry in sports overall. UNC and Duke will fight it out tomorrow at Cameron Indoor Stadium. This happens at about 6:30 tomorrow night. Seems like every time we look at this rivalry by numbers, there's always something that stands out that maybe you didn't see before. And first, let's talk about just the actual wins and losses and points. So if you go back over the last 102 games, that should be, sorry, there's a typo there, 102 games, it's an even split, 51 for both teams. And when you look at total points for all those games, you look at the difference there. Duke leads that by only 8 points in the last 102 games. Next week is the ACC tournament. Even these numbers are close. Duke has the most ACC tournament crowns in the conference history at 22. UNC is second with 18. The next closest team is NC State with 10. So big difference there. Here's a crazy stat. Of all 70 ACC tournaments, UNC and Duke combined for 40 of the 70 of all time. And all-time regular season titles. Let's talk about that. That goes to the Tar Heels with 33, and Duke has 20. The next closest is Virginia with 11. Now, here's the stat that may be the most impressive. In the history of NCAA college basketball, all across the whole country, the two schools hold the record for the most times playing each other while both were in the top 10. UNC and Duke have played 50 times when both of them are ranked in the top 10. The next four aren't even close, but they still involve each of the teams here. So UNC and NC State have played 14 times being ranked in the top 10. Then it's Kentucky and Duke with 13, along with Carolina and Kentucky and UNC and Maryland all at 13 games. But that's in the entire history of the NCAA. That's why a lot of people say it's the greatest rivalry in sports. I mean, think about big rivalries. Everybody says Yankees, Red Sox, Michigan, Ohio State. Even with those, you'll go through periods of 4 or 5 years where one team is just not doing well, and one just beats them to death. Then it'll flip or whatever. But these two teams are consistently good that long is really unusual.
What a